Guys, I just want to say this before the video starts. Basically, I just want to apologise for the lack of upload over the last few days. I was hoping to get this video out on Tuesday, but some weird illness came over me. I'm not entirely sure why. I just all of a sudden, Monday night was when I was going to edit it and get it out for Tuesday. I came over really dizzy. Ended up in bed at 8:30, which is unheard of for me. It's usually at least 11 o'clock. And then yesterday, which was Tuesday, as it was now, I still felt like crap. I was just so knackered. So I'm only just getting to edit it on the Wednesday evening. Hopefully when it comes out it'll be worth your wait. And once again I apologise. On to the intro. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Life at Leeds with me, GWFM. Hopefully you guys are well, and yeah, hopefully we're going to be having a decent result today. We've got a tasty game against Southampton, but first, before that, we're going to quickly go through the highlights because there is 7 highlights to go through, so I'm going to try and not take as much time with them and just get as quickly as possible into this semi-final against Southampton. So the first game after the Watford victory was a disappointing 0-0. I don't know what was more disappointing, the fact we had 21 shots to their 4, or the fact that Mo got injured, which was largely disappointing. Not only did Mo get injured, but Stuart Dallas got injured. He picked up an injury for 3 to 4 weeks, and Mo himself was out for 2 months with strained knee ligaments, which is a bit shite, if you ask me. We followed that up with a disappointing loss against QPR. Anderson getting an early goal, but Cal Henry, Connor Washington and Idrissa Cilia got the goals in otherwise dominant performance from us, but they were just more clinical than us, which was a bit of a pain. Moving on to the ball confidence update, and Talina is absolutely delighted with the way that I'm leading the team, which is fantastic. Form has dropped off a little bit, but you know we're performing above expectations, so you can't really complain. However, following that, we had another loss, this time against Reading, who were 21st in the league at the time. Hadisako getting an early goal, Cummins getting a goal just before half-time, Samuel just after half-time, completely tore up my notes anyway. They got another one just to settle it really, another one from Dominic Samuel, 79 minutes. And Cal Bartley pulled one back. We were down to 10 men after an injury to Keith Stealing, which, unfortunately, sees the end of him. We probably will not get him back on loan again because he got a broken leg, which is absolutely shocking. So I left him with the doctor. I thought, yes, I know it's only 8,250 quid, but he's not our player. So we'll let him go to back to Bordeaux and let them deal with like any specialist costs and what have you. We'll have a quick look at Keith Stealing here. In all competitions, he got 9 goals and 10 assists in 21 appearances, 15 as well from the bench, and it was just actually starting to decline just before in terms of his training. I was pretty keen to keep him, if I'm honest with you. He's been pretty handy in tight games. He's often, found the back of the net in tough situations. But unfortunately, he's like I said, broken his leg, and there's not going to be any future, unfortunately, for him. He was only on loan after all. And we also picked up another injury in the shape of Lewis Dung. He came up a couple of times, and I know we haven't been playing that well, but he created some decent chances. And I thought I'd give him a start, and he ends up getting injured on his first start for us in the league. And he's out for 5 to 6 weeks. I've left him with the physio. And then we've got another ball confidence update. And yeah, still delighted, of course, even though we had a couple of disappointing results. And our balance is up to just shy of 9,300,000. So finances are looking okay, regardless of what division we are in. It shouldn't matter too much because we should still get a decent amount of money, hopefully, to spend next season to get that push for promotion. We then went into the game against Brentford away at Griffin Park, and we came away with a 2-2 draw. We were lucky to escape with a 2-2 draw, really, even though the match stats suggest otherwise. We were losing 2-1. Thanks to Callum Phillips' early goal and Scott Hogan and Lewis McLeod making it 2-1. But Dakara got a last-minute equaliser and it saved our blushes, really, because this was a game we really should have been winning especially with the amount of chances we had. After that, though, we had a 2-0 win against Preston North End. Largely dominating performance. Dikara getting a goal just before half-time, and Anderson getting a goal. Very poor goalkeeping from Lindegaard, the former Manchester United man. But I wasn't bothered because it meant that we had a 2-0 lead, and we went on to win with that scoreline. Then we had Newcastle, and it wasn't happy reading. Dwight Gale could have had an hat-trick, could have even had more. And it was a very one-sided game, it seems. The stats suggest otherwise. But of those 14 chances that we had, I think we had one shown as a highlight. Of those 14 shots that Newcastle had, I think they had about 8. So, that says it all. I mean, we got bookings galore as well. It didn't really... It was a very poor day at the office. Then, after that, we had the league leaders and championship title winners elect. Wolverhampton's Wanderers, and we had a bit of a shocker, particularly in the first half. Dikara did get an equaliser after David Edwards put Wolves in front, and then John Daddy Bodvarsson got a brace in the space of 8 minutes, and it wasn't looking healthy at all. They had another chance to go 4-1, and I think had that gone in, I think that was definitely game over. But second half, we came out fighting. It did take to the shy of the 70th minute mark to get one back. 68th minute, and I'm thinking, come on boys, we can do this. And I remember making the last change, 80 minutes, 10 minutes to go, and I went, push forward. I aggressively said push forward, and nothing happened. And I actually thought it was the end of game highlight, and up stepped Yunano came with an absolutely sensational volley right into the top left hand corner. Dave Azapadi would have loved it based on his love of Tom Kearney's goal in real life for Fulham. So these are the results that we've had, and as you can see, since the Watford game, it's pretty shocking reading. 1 win in 7 games. I said we're going to do 7 games, and we have lost 3, we've drawn 3, and we've won 1, which is not good enough form at all. As a result, it does see us in 6th position, still in the playoffs, but I was hoping for much, much more. The only way we can finish above the teams above us is if we win all our 3 games and Ipswich and Villa lose both of theirs. But I think it's likely that's not going to happen, and it seems like we're going to be facing Newcastle or Norwich. But the best case scenario is that Villa or Ipswich beat Newcastle to that 3rd place spot, because Newcastle have done the double over us and we haven't even scored a goal past them. So I'm not asking for much, but I'd rather play one of the other 2 teams. Even Norwich, I think we might have a chance against them, but Newcastle, I'm very worried about facing them should we get them. So yeah, but today it's about the FA Cup. We're in the semi-final. We're going to have a tough game against Southampton. Let's have a look at them. So here are Southampton. They're currently 7th in the Premier League. If you remember, they went on a similar path to Leeds, albeit they didn't lose as much money as us, or it wasn't because of bad management. I don't think. I could be incorrect in that assumption, but I do remember them getting bought out when they were in League One and they got a shit ton of money. And as a result, they got consecutive promotions to the Premier League and did really well, and they've been ever increasing in terms of their league positions year by year since they got in. So it's definitely going to be a tough game. They are a good side. They've got some good players. But first, let's have a look at the manager, Claude Puel. And as you can see, he's a very good manager. A lot of 15s there. So he's definitely going to know exactly what he's doing. Moving on to the captain, they've got the European Championship Portuguese centre-back winner. And as you can see, he's very, very handy. A born leader. Very good in the air. Not the strongest, and obviously not the quickest because he's 33 years old. But I still think he's going to be tough to get past today. Their vice-captain is Stephen Davis, the former Rangers man. And he's obviously still a very, very good player. Another leader, and got some very impressive stats. The only thing that he's lacking is a little bit in the physical sense, but otherwise he's a very good player. Then look at this guy. I mean, how has no one else signed this guy? Because he, for me, looking at his stats starting off, he is shit hot. The one thing that I look at that maybe lets him down is concentration. Maybe decisions as well, but look at everything else. Jump and reach 18, strength 20, pace 16. He's 1m93, he's huge, he's a beast as an animal. And looking at their recent results, yeah, they beat. Well, I'm looking at the last 4 games. Watford, the team we beat in the quarterfinals, they drew 0-0 with them at home, but they did go on to the next game and beat Manchester United away at Old Trafford, like you do. But they did lose to Arsenal 1-0. They did draw with Liverpool 3-3 at home as well, so they've definitely got goals in them. Just whether they're going to be coming into this game with them, that's what we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, but look at the Premier League table. Like I said, they're 7th at the moment. It looks like that's roughly where they're going to finish. It's going to be between them and, surprisingly, Middlesbrough for that 7th spot. And Manchester City actually are actually out of the European spots as it stands. Now, if they get into 5th or 4th, then we could be quids in here. Well, not so much quids in, but if we get past Southampton, and I know it's only a slight chance, but if we do, we could find ourselves in Europe next season, which would be absolutely exceptional. But probably getting ahead of myself, so yeah, let's hope we can get a result today. Right, so the team for today's game is as follows. We've got Silvestri in goal, Faraone at right back, Taylor at left back, Janssen and Bartley. The partnership is back together finally at last. In central defence, we've got Saka on the right hand side, Dallas on the left. We've got O'Kane now as a box-to-box midfielder. Tried something out, it seemed to be quite decent last time. Phillips alongside him in the ball-winning midfielder role. Antonsen and Dukara up top, deep line forward and target man, of course. He's done alright as a target man, as Dukara, and he's been improving. He's after a new contract, but his agent's after 15 grand a week. I'm not giving him that. He's on 5 at the minute. He's not trebling his wages. Unless, the only way I'm going to sign him on is if we don't go up. If we stay down in the Championship, I will sign him on another contract. But as it stands, nah, not 15 grand. Right, let's get into this game. Let's do it. Right, so for the team talk, we're huge underdogs. So I've just said to play with no pressure on them, basically whatsoever. Sit in a calm tone, and I've calmly said I've got faith. The only players that reacted were the strikers, but I'm hoping, they will take my advice there and just, no pressure. You're not expected to win. Come on, let's do it. Today's FA Cup semi-final is brought to you live from Wembley Stadium. It's Southampton FC against Leeds United FC. Right, so the players line up like it's a national anthem. Who knows, get to the Wembley final. I'm sure they do that, don't they? But it's going to be a very tough ask. We're here at Wembley. It's not the suit, it's not the final. So hopefully we can get to that stage. Albeit I might not have a shirt. I've got a suit, I can't remember where the shirt is. Right, Forster, the long goal kick forward. Straight to Taylor, brings it down superbly. Now it's O'Kane. Plays it wide to Dallas now. Dallas tips it to Dukara. Look at the space. Sacco's in. Oh, it's cleared away. Rodriguez now on the counter. He's on the left hand side. Needs to play in field. He gets past Bartley like he wasn't even there. And Højbjerg is there to score. It's 1-0 Southampton. And are our dreams up in smoke already? It was very poor defending from Bartley, in my opinion. And yeah, Højbjerg got straight through. I mean, what was that, Bartley? That was terrible. Like a hot knife through butter. And then, yeah. Doing some sort of side swimming motion is Silvestri. Come on, boys. Right, I've just given him some encouragement. Hopefully that works. But Ward-Prowse knocks it in. Virgil van Dijk has a shot. But it's cleared away. It's gone out for a throw. Right, there's been an injury to Takara. But Taylor plays in a ball to Antonsen. Oh, it's cleared away. Redmond now. Don't concede just before half-time. This would be a very bad time to concede. Rodriguez is on his own. He's up against 4 defenders and they're all backing off him and Pontus steps in and crunches him, I think. Well, he didn't really crunch him, but you know what I mean. O'Kane heads it straight to Højbjerg, the goal scorer. He knocks it wide to Pied. He gets a cross in and Silvestri, that is a shocking save. But at least I haven't gone in. Right, so half-time is upon us. I've just basically said, it's nothing to lose today. Just go out and give it your best shot. A few players were relaxed. Don't do it when you want to go to it. But also then I said I've got faith, and a few people responded. But we need to get something now. We need to get a couple of chances. We've had a couple of chances, just nothing clear cut, unfortunately. Right, so Southampton get the second half underway. Target. No, we all know about Target if you're part of my channel about 3 months ago with Eastleigh. Right, I've just passionately demanded more. Hopefully that breeds some sort of response. Phillips has it, edge of the area, finds Wood, plays it wide to Faraoni, he's got forward. Plays it shot to Sacco. Sacco is mauled to the ground. Not once or twice. Anderson! Get in! Bit of a massive error again, relying on errors like the Chelsea game. But the ball bounced around just inside the penalty area like a pinball machine. And Anderson was there. Look at this here. Sacco falls to the ground. And then it's target. Blasts it to Klas's back. And Virgil is powerless to resist as he watches Anderson tap it home. Come on now, boys. I'm just calmly to concentrate as Classy takes his free kick. What the hell's happened? Silvestri makes some sort of blunder but gets away with it. That was a let off. Right, another chance perhaps for Southampton here. My heart's going 10 to dozen, but it's now with Valerie. Why don't you come over, Valerie? Ponton Janssen comes across instead and clears it away. Now it's Anderson, is wide left hand side. He's looking for options. Plays it infield to Wood. Wood's got an overlapping run from Sacco. He finds him. He's got an overlapping run himself from Faraoni. Well, he hasn't quite overtaken him, but Sacco crosses in. Wood is there. Oh, it's gone in! Forster with another error. What's going on? I'm sorry, I've gone so high pitched, but what am I witnessing here? This is ridiculous. Sacco got it here. Wasn't closed down well enough. Swings it in and Wood is there. He's come on as a sub at half time. And Forster's just parried it into his own net. It must be a Leeds fan, surely. Right, is there another chance here? It's Antonsen. Plays it square to Phillips. Delightful ball to Faraoni. Gets on the end of it as well. Can he cross it in? He can. It's a mix-up from the kick. Well, the post and whatever else. And then Forster finally claims it. Bloody hell. This is really exciting, is this? I don't think I've ever been excited about a game of Football Manager in my life. But that's a poor kick straight to Redmond. He squares it to Reed, smashes it. It's gone over the bar into I want to say the Southampton fans who are jumping up in anger. I'm just going to bring on Ronaldo Vieira for Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips is on a yellow card. That's the main reason, and I just don't want to risk it. Right, there's an injury for Antonsen. He's got sub toe, but he doesn't care because he's going to have a shot. Forster parries it. Dallas, get it back in, son. Ah, your beard got in the way. Jose Fonte smacks it long downfield. Janssen intercepts. Right, there's a chance. I've just told him to tighten up assertively, but whether it works, I don't know. That's a nice header from Taylor. But it's played in behind, and Barnes is in behind one-on-one with the keeper. He scored. Devastation all around. Marcus Barnes. Disgusting. Devastation all around for us. Fucking, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Plays it for Barnes, and yeah. Silvestri already diving for his even shot. Disappointing, just because I said tighten up. Can't help but think that's the reason. But it's an instant highlight now. What is this going to bring us? Don't be another goal to concede. Anyway, Dallas has it now. Finds Antonsen with his stub finger. Kind of gives it away, but Dallas retrieves it. Now it's Wood. Oh, finds Sacco. Sacco's in! Oh, side netting. Bollocks. Valerie plays it down the line to Redmond. It's Højbjerg, goal scorer of the first goal for Southampton. Classy. Barnes plays it wide towards Johnson. Faraoni brings it down superbly though and plays it shot to Janssen. Now it's Silvestri. Brings it out like someone playing FIFA. Oh, it's a bad header from Reed, and Sacco's behind the fullback target. Can he whip the ball in? He can. Wood is there. He's headed it over. Right. There's a one last chance here. Target's run it straight to Vieira. Now it's Antonsen. Antonsen coming forward with a bit of pace, but Classy comes out of nowhere like Randy Orton and nips the ball off him. Force a long kick downfield. It's gone straight to Pontus Janssen. The man, the myth, the legend that is. Sacco finds Wood, and now it's O'Kane. Nice ball out wide to Frown, who's got forward well. Crosses in, it's blocked. It's a throw in. Don't know why that's a highlight, but anyway. Right, a minute to go, less than. Throw into Barnes. Barnes crosses in. It's out of play for a goal kick. It's a terrible ball. Could be going to extra time. Silvestri. Long kick downfield as per. Wood is under it, but Jose Fonte wins the header. Vieira, delightful ball to Dallas. Dallas now finds O'Kane. Forward to Wood. That's a nice ball as well to Frown. It's a one last chance here. Crossed in. It's blocked. It's a throw in again. That will be the end of 90 minutes. It's the end of 90 minutes. We're going to extra time. I've got one sub left to make, but I'm going to wait till half time, I think, in extra time, just to see what we can do here. But I've just said keep going out there. All we need is one goal, and that'll win it for us. I'm hoping that's the case. I've said it before, and usually concede 3, but yeah, it's going to be very testing. I'm hoping we can nick a goal, and I can use the sub as a time waste. But I've just basically said passionately that I've got faith in them all as well. So hopefully we can do this. Come on. Right, extra time is upon us now, and Vieira does get the game flowing, it seems. It's probably a false highlight, that's why I've kind of lost my rhythm here. But Sacco plays it square just in case. O'Kane gives it away, and that'll be the end of the highlight, I'm sure. Or is it not? Because here comes Johnson on the left-hand side. Good tackle for Rowney. He is on a yellow card. It's worth noting. Wood on it now and gives it away, but Sacco picks up the loose ball. Yeah, never mind. Target with a throw. Throws it straight to Frowney, not for the first time. Wood heads into the middle for Antonsen with his stub toe. Or was it finger? I can't remember now. Actually, it might have been a finger. But anyway, Taylor has it on the left-hand side. It's the first time I've seen him in this game. Crosses in deep, and Forster collects it well. Long kick by him. Headed away by Janssen, the tower that is. Reed. Exchanging passes with Højbjerg. Get a tackle, and he does O'Kane. Fantastic play. Wood looking for options. Plays it wide to Sacco. Play it back to him. I'll go down the line himself. Crosses in. Wood flicks the back post. Virgil van Dijk. Vieira. He's pinball again. My voice is going. Oh, it's gone over the bar. Antonsen. Right, so what I've done here is at half-time in extra time is I'm bringing on Kamar Roof for Dallas. I wanted to try and make himself a hero. He's got bags of pace, of course. Decent at finishing. Hopefully he can show that today. He did get a goal recently, so I'm hoping that he can make the difference today. Right, so Southampton get the second half underway. Right, there's a highlight here. Taylor has a free kick, plays it into the box. Bartley goes for it, but Forster is there to claim. Kicks it high and up the field. Taylor wins the header. Vieira has it now. Finds Taylor. You want to get it to Roof if you can. He's got it now. Plays it in field to O'Kane. First time ball to Antonsen. Sprays it wide to Frown, who's got forward well again. Now it's Sacco. Cross it in back post. He does. Antonsen is there! Oh, it's a bit of a fumble again. It's hit the woodwork, I'm sure. Apparently it didn't, but I've just passionately said get creative. I'm hoping it's going to do something. Wood heads on to no one, but Target has it and clears away. O'Kane will pick up the loose ball and finds Taylor. Infield to Janssen. And finds Vieira, who's had a decent game. O'Kane, equally so. Sacco has got an overlapping run if he can find him. Or he can just let himself get tackled. But it's another loose ball by Southampton. They seem to be a bit less composed than us at the minute. Roof with a delightful ball to Sacco. Sacco's got bodies in the box. Whip it in, boy. Boy? Why am I calling you boy? Don't care if it goes in. It's a corner. Taylor with a corner. Whips it in. Bartley goes up for it but loses out. It comes out to Farauni. Needs options. Or he can go himself. Run with it, mate. Go on. Crosses in. It's cleared away by Fonte. Redmond plays it down the line to Johnson. Johnson, long ball over the top for Barnes to chase. He's in behind Bartley. It is a dangerous counter-attack for Southampton. Højbjerg. Oh, it's a good tackle by O'Kane. The danger's not gone. Now it has. It's at the expense of a corner. Højbjerg with the corner. Whips it in. Headed away. Wood should get there first and does. Højbjerg is looking very lazy there. Wood has cleared it straight to no one. Target, in fact, who plays a long ball for Redmond to chase, and Silvestri kicks it. I thought he was going to claim it. It's gone straight to Martina. Now it's Reed to Classy. Redmond. Tackle is missed, but apparently that's the end of highlight. Free kick. There's 30 seconds to go plus a minute. Classy. Martina. Tackle him. Go on, Roof. You're meant to be a hero. Come on. Good block from Charlie Taylor. Can we turn this into our highlight? Long ball forward towards Anderson. Virgil wins the header, but Vieira knocks it down for O'Kane. It's towards Wood, who brings it down and plays it coolly and calmly to Antonsen. Now it's Roof. Run with it, mate. Go on. He gets tackled instead. That's not good too. Roof. Overlapping run. No. Cut inside instead. That's fine too. Antonsen gets tackled. It's probably going to be the longest highlight ever, or is it going to be the chance for Southampton in the last minute? Redmond. Taylor, good tackle. Plays it long downfield. Antonsen, come on, mate. I know you're knackered, but you've got to chase that. Forster. 30 seconds left of this game. Then we're going to pens. Redmond finds Barnes. Højbjerg It's a nice ball to target. Who's got a decent ball on it? It's a decent ball as well that he plays in. And you know what? We've matched him in this game. 11 shots each. You cannot complain with our quality, I think is the right way to say. We've had more possession as well, but it looks like it's going to go to penalties, and that generally means game over because our penalty takers are dog shit. Let's just say that. Right, so it's not looking likely we're going to do well because we're shit at penalties. Antonsen is going to take the first one, and then Sacco is not very good, but he's better than everyone else. And then I'm going to put Roof in because of his finishing and composure. And then you've got Chris Wood, number 4. I always go for my best penalty taker, number 4, if I can. After that, though, it's pretty much a shit show. So let's see how we fare. We've said shit show. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on, Silvestri. You were the hero in real life against Norwich. Oh, Johnson's missed! That's a great start for us. Antonsen, come on, mate. Don't let us down. Forster saves it. He's our second best penalty taker, so what does that say for the rest of his players? So it's 0-0. Højbjerg does score, so Silvestri went the right way, but unfortunately it was not to be. Sacco, come on now. You've had a great game. Get in! Come on, Sacco. 1-1. Don't like going last. Or second, should I say. Classy. He's had a decent game, to be fair to him. Silvestri's guessing, it's just going straight through him. Is it made of papier-mâché? Come on, Roof. You've come on. Oh, look at that. Just dinks it into the top left-hand corner. Come on, Roof, now. Get out of the way. I'll just teleport, that's good too. Come on, Reed. Miss, miss, miss. That means Chris Wood needs to score. Well, he doesn't need to score, but... And he does, fortunately. Keeper did go the right way, but it was too nicely placed. So, come on. Jose Fonte, the European Championship winner. Put it into bottom corner. Again, Silvestri's guessed right every single time. Come on, Frowny. I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. Devastated to go out on penalties, and I thought we deserved more. Most of the highlights seem to be, I don't know if it's a biased view, but from us. You know, we've got the player of the match. Defence played exceptionally well. You know, but it wasn't to be. I've just told him to hold the heads high because I played well and they could be proud of the performance regardless of the result. I mean, penalties, it's always a lottery, isn't it? So... I just didn't feel confident looking at the stats. I don't have many decent penalty takers. The only other one that could have taken a penalty was Dakara, and he's injured. He's gone off, so that is it. Unfortunately, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get in the playoffs. That's the one thing I've got to remember. The season is not over after that disappointment. I'm going to play the next 3 games off camera, see how we get in the playoffs, and I'm going to bring the playoffs to you live. So hopefully you can join us for that. I'm absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. We played so well, and we got penalised in the end. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button? If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. Yeah, just want to ask, basically, I meant to ask on the last video regarding regens. What is the best regen that you've ever had come through your academy? What's he turned out to be? Has he turned out to be a world-class player, or you know, a bottom-end Premier League player? Has he gone on to be a future England captain? Let us know in the comments below. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you then. Bye bye.